Hey guys, I wanted to do a really quick video on back arch and positives and negatives of having a back arch, okay? The first thing we want to talk about is what is an arched back, an arched position, right? Primarily what we're going to think of is arched thoracic spine. So that's going to be our mid-back here, okay? That's actually an athletic position. That's an athletic movement. If you think of throwers, okay, or I don't know, if you're tossing a medicine ball or extending here, we're going to arch our mid-back, okay? Gymnasts, back handsprings, things like that. That is an athletic position, a strong position, and a strong movement. Don't mistake that for lower back arch, which is going to be your pelvis or your lumbar spine arching up and the pelvis rotating forward. So what we want to do when we're training thoracic spine mobility is do it with a neutral spine at the bottom, okay? So I need to keep my hips square and that pelvis, imagine that it's a bowl. We don't want it to spill forward or backwards. We need to keep the pelvis neutral while we're arching our back. So the biggest way that we see that is when we're doing our thoracic spine mobility drills. Okay, so we're going to lay down on the foam roller. We're going to set the roller at the base of our shoulder blades. We're going to bring our hips up off the ground. I'm going to have my arms up, and I'm going to actively push my hips, my pelvis towards the floor. Okay? This position, I'm stretching my thoracic spine. However, it's really easy to fall into a position where we arch our lower back. And from here, I can drop my hands all the way to the floor, and yeah, I feel like I'm really mobile, but you're actually not stretching anything, right? So if I rotate my hips up, back to that neutral position, now we're mobilizing the thoracic spine and not creating a ton of stress on the lumbar spine. It's the same thing we talk about in a lot of our movements, our overhead positions, okay? Neutral spine, not arch like that. Same thing on the deadlift. Anytime we arch, if we see any kind of an arched position, we want it to be in the mid-back and the thoracic spine, not in the lower back.